Yeah, in the first round on the second time I played him, he did it like 4 times, and every single time I was jumping forward so the push would get me. So I just started slowing it down, trying to get him to burn his meter. That was something I didn't really realize. Um, First off, is Kenshi when Kenshi doesn't have meter, he's kind of fucked, pretty much. He just doesn't have options on wake up. If you knock him down, he's meterless. You need to stay on him.
So do you think Cabal is like unwinnable, like for Sonya?
I don't think it's unwinnable, but I'm inclined to think it's like a 7-3. It's what Cabal is doing the absolute, perfect instant air fireballs, the zoning. You constantly have to dash crouch block, and then because he recovers so quickly, he's advantaged to pretty much get a free safe jump. And if he gets a free safe jump and he does a kick, you're not really going to anti-air that. By the time you actually corner, you know how like in games like Street Fighter, a character like Zangief, their plan is to walk you into the corner, and then once you're in the corner, you're fucked.
Right.
Yeah.
In this game, with the breaker system and how Cabal can build meter constantly with the instant air fireball, when you walk him into the corner, he's probably going to have 2 bars. So all he has to do is make one offensive read, and if that read is wrong, he's going to breaker you and then dash past you, and now he has a full screen to work with again. On top of that, with the hook corner, it makes it really tough.
Do you feel that his fireball wasn't as good without the hitbox? Because they made a point during commentating to constantly tell us that it was.
I think the hitbox really just puts how strong that character really is under a microscope. Like, technically, Cabal could be played that good. It's only a matter of time until someone actually is capable of replicating that. I think a hitbox definitely helps. You hold the up button and just press back.
Yeah, it eliminates a lot of human error.
Yeah, but I mean, by design, Cabal can do that. So,
right.
When I think about it, it's kind of funny. People say that the execution barrier for some characters in this game is just too much, that they can't play those characters. And then I go watch games like Marvel 3 or Guilty Gear, like players like Marlinpie or Wolfcrown, and it's just like there's no level of execution in this game, any of that.
I completely agree.
Yeah, that's true.
But Cabal is the hardest one in MK.
I think Cabal is tough. Scarlet's pretty tough too. Yeah, I think the hitbox definitely helps, but I wouldn't say the hitbox is, the absolute reason the character is as strong as he is.
Do you guys think
Do you feel the hitbox
banned?
should be banned?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think if NRS is willing to address, I think the character as a whole, like that's one thing I tell other people when they ask me that question is, if you take the hitbox and you put it in a game like Street Fighter, like Guile, there's charge partitioning and there's 360s and stuff. It's almost as if the developers design motions and whatnot. They accounted for the motions to be difficult in this sense. Whereas in this game, and I guess if you guys saw Eris's hitbox review, I guess there would be some things in Tekken 6 that would be sort of exploitable. I think as game design moves forward, it just needs to be something that's accounted for, and they need to decide. Like in Street Fighter, you can't have 2 fireballs on the screen. A fireball has to collide with somebody before you can have a second one out. In this game, that's not the case. In Street Fighter, a character like Cammy, who does, it used to be the case where you could do Tiger Knee dive kicks pretty much instant. Now there's a height restriction on them. Same with Adon. So I don't know. I think there's ways to character to play the way that the designers intended them, and I don't think it's necessarily the fault of the hitbox, but the hitbox just definitely shines a light on how much of a problem some of these characters can be when they're played at their absolute best.
So you said that you really wanted to play Junior. Did you get to play him in casuals later?
Yeah, we got to play casuals on a Sunday night, and they pretty much went back and forth. I think he won one more game than I did, but they were a lot of fun. One thing I will say about CD Junior is his counter poke game. If any of you guys have ever gotten to play him, you know how, like, let's say you're in a neutral situation where both characters are crouching and they're just facing each other, and you're waiting for the other guy to press a down one so you can counter poke that with a down one. What he'll do is he'll actually wait for you to do that, and then he'll counter poke that with the forward 4-1-3 string. So I think that's pretty interesting, to be honest with you.
Did you guys play any other games at NEC, like the old school MKs and Killer Instinct and stuff?
Yeah, I did. I played UMK3, MK2, and MK vs DC.
Didn't you get last place in UMK3?
No, actually, I think I got fifth.
Oh, damn. That's not as
Yeah.
funny then. Shit, I thought I read that.
Nah, because I used to play it on Xbox, and I had an Xbox. I used to play it like every day. That used to be my main game until MK9 came
Yeah,
out.
I love that game, dude. It's awesome.
Fuck.
Who did you
Sure,
play
I
with?
read-
I played with Shang Tsung and Ermac.
So, is Shang Tsung your favorite character?
I've been using Shang Tsung since MK2.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He was awesome in MK2, dude.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Who'd you play as an MK1?
I didn't really play that game, to be honest with you.
I
I don't think
any-
anyone really played that game.
Yeah.
I
Morty,
played
have
it.
you liked Sonya all along?
You mean in the older games?
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but my only real experience with the older games was when I was much younger, like 10, 12 years old, and I really only used to play the, like Mortal Kombat 2 and Kombat 3 just for the fatalities. Once I did the fatalities, I was done with the games. My reintroduction, I guess, to fighting games really was Super Street Fighter 4, and I played Marvel a little bit, and then right into this game because this was a game I was really looking forward to.
What do you guys think of the 3D games on PS2?
Yeah, I don't think they're too great.
The only 3D one I played was Mortal Kombat 4, but I had no competitive mindset back then.
Alright. Now, it was recently announced that NRS is giving Mortal Kombat a break, and that their next project will not be Mortal Kombat related. And a lot of people are really upset, over this. So, you guys think this is a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing.
I agree.
Like,
Very, very, very good thing.
In my
First
opinion, rest in peace, Mortal Kombat.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
have mixed opinions on it. I really want Mortal Kombat to be at EVO next year, and I hope that the Cannon brothers do not look at this as a sign to say, let's just put KOF 13 in there instead or something. That's the only thing that makes me nervous, because I want this game to remain competitive at least into the next year. And I think not knowing what the developers' opinions on that are, I think that's going to scare some of the players away from wanting to play the games. I'm already seeing posts from, Swift Tom Hanks and whatnot saying that they're going back to Marvel 3, and it kind of bothers me.
I mean, first off, are they back to pretending that the Mortal Kombat for Vita doesn't exist? Will they
Yeah.
stop pretending that wasn't? It's so
It was
annoying.
not official.
What? It was in a Sony press conference. This is when they announce it, they're gonna act like it's a surprise, like we didn't know. I can't wait for that day.
I think what they're saying is basically their next game will not be a Mortal Kombat game.
I
That's
don't
all
understand.
they're saying. That's all they're really saying.
Right. In fact, did you guys see that Paulo posted this morning that he's open to the idea of another hotfix? They're not abandoning the
Yeah.
game. So I don't know why people are flipping out. And
Plus the
it's not-
complete edition or whatever. That was
Right.
you know.
It's not going to be a 10-year break.
Why do you say rest in peace, Detroit?
Because honestly, right now, it seems like Mortal Kombat is dying out because like everyone's like pretty much not playing the game anymore. So for them to not even care about the game at this point, that pretty much tells me that it's gonna die out like really fast.
The NEC had like 80-some people, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I know it wasn't the amount of people that they wanted, but it's still a lot better than... I mean, King of Fighters is not going to have Mortal Kombat's numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know why people feel that, like, King of Fighters or Skullgirls is a threat to our scene.
I cannot imagine Skullgirls getting a spot at EVO. I'll be really mad if it does.
No,
Even
I
though
can't imagine. I think if those games get a spot, it's because they're going to do more than 5, which they've hinted is possible.
As
You know,
long
they
as,
could-
as